Hello, Professor. It's Ashish Patnani here again. Uh, Now I'll continue for my part two of assignment two, which is to interacting with the APIs of Firefly. As you are aware, that Firefly has multiple ways to interact to its Node APIs. Um One of the easiest way is to interact using Postman. uh, as you can see, my shared screen, I have opened the official documents of Hyperledger Firefly. Let's try to interact using Postman. Uh, First of all, I'll try to broadcast the data to each and every member in the custodian. Uh, the API endpoint which is given, I'll try to use it in my Postman. So yeah, I have received a successful message which has the hash state and the data header of this particular transaction, which can also be viewed in the UI. I'll be demonstrating that in the further demonstration. But as of now, moving ahead, inline object data to a topic. So here we hit the API on the same endpoint, but we bifurcate header and data. And as you can see, I have successfully completed this transaction as well. Moving ahead, uploading a blob with metadata and broadcast it. So uh, this makes an inclusion of two APIs, hitting a curl command in our VM instance and gathering the ID of a uploaded blob and then attaching that ID and referring broadcast messages transferring to each and every members of our custodian. So as you can see, the curl command is being given over here. What I'll do is I'll hit the curl command first inside the VM instance, and as you can see, I've been returned to a successful response stating IDs, namespace, value, size, as mentioned over here. I've successfully copied the ID, and now what I can do is I'll broadcast this uploaded data to each and every member using my Postman. So yeah, this is done successfully. Now this things which we have done through Postman can also be done from straight away from the sandbox as well as mentioned in the docs. Let's just verify that the points, the endpoints which we hit are being successfully recorded or not. So now, as I have been logged into the web UI, uh, in my Hyperledger Fabric web UI, going to the off-chain section into the manage messages tab, I can see the latest three broadcast. So yes, we have successfully recorded these three transactions. I mean the messages. Moving ahead, what if we want to send a message to a particular user privately? So what we can do is, uh, for example, I have to provide a message to a particular organization, right? So I have to copy the endpoint in order to share message privately, which is messages slash private. And apart from it, I have to also state that what exactly I want to share and to whom I want to share. Let's say I intend to share to these are the organizations which I have. Let's say I intend to share to Ashish. Um, so I have to write the identity as Ashish. So this particular message will only be uh, received by an organization named Ashish. So hitting this message, as you can see, this is successfully being transferred and going into the messages section. I can see a private message being recorded over here. And yep, this is my private message. And we have the respective data of everything over here as well. Moving ahead, unpinned a private message. So let's just copy this thing. Yeah, so the transaction type is unpinned successfully. And also inline object data, bifurcation of data and header. So before that, what I can do is I have to upload the blob into my terminal in order to retrieve the ID. So here is the ID, and I can successfully copy the testing response in order to privately share a blob. Organization 1 has been replaced with our organization, and ID is been replaced with a newly generated ID from the terminal. As you can see, I have successfully changed the configuration, and yes, the blob is privately being shared. And as this document also says that the entire process which we did through the postman can also be done from the particular sandbox as well. As you can see, send a broadcast message, send a private message. So these are a couple of alternatives. You can do the same thing. Moving ahead, defining a data type. So defining a data type, D1 namespace. Yeah, so let's say I want to broadcast or define a new data type. Uh, I can copy the response. I mean the data to be sent as a data type, and can fire the command. As you can see, I have received the similar kind of response which says the ID message name, version, etc. In order to retrieve the data of a particular data type, we can use the lookup command, which is a get API, to retrieve the information of our newly created data type. So this would be the get command, and as you can see, all the information of our newly created data type is being retrieved successfully. So from here, let's say I want to share a private rendering to referring to a data type to a particular organization. Let's say Ashish will be replaced by organization one. What I can do is can copy this endpoint and the testing data is being copied as well. And instead of organization one, I'll create Ashish and ID being replaced over here as well. Oh, I think I made a mistake while copying it. Looks okay enough. Let's try to share this. Oh, we ran into some error. Oh yeah, I think I copied the wrong ID. So here, still from. Let me debug this issue.